Welcome to Dr. Jarrett's Science Shenanigans Teacher Edition. I'm excited for you to be here with me today. I'm excited to share my knowledge of the grade 5 science standards, specifically what the students will need to know and will not need to know to pass their 5th grade science assessment. Do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again. I've been passionate about empowering educators in science education for many years. My dedication to science education also led to my dissertation, which focused on developing impactful lessons for science improvement. Since 2007, I've worked with over 75 schools across Florida, assisting in boosting grade 5 science scores. Together, we're making a difference in how young minds explore and engage with science. I'm so excited about you being here with me today. Form of energy that we're going to be talking about right now is sound. And can't say now. This is one of my favorites. This is my favorite when it comes down to the different forms of energy. And the students would have learned this benchmark in the 4th grade. Investigate and explain that sound is produced by vibrating objects and that pitch depends on how fast or slow the object vibrates. And I just want to pick out one word right quick, which is pitch. You probably need to address this. Some of our young ladies and our young men play softball and baseball and they pitch the ball. This is not that pitch. And so you might want to make sure that the students understand that before we start this lesson, this pitch is talking about sound and not talking about baseball. Students will explain that the sound is produced by vibrations. And so the students are going to need to see this. What does that vibration look like? And or that pitch depends on how fast or how slow the object vibrates. The assessment or the content limit, again, we're just only talking about sound for 4P10.3, and it will not assess the transformation of energy from one form to another. Now, transformation of energy is a different benchmark. That is not what we're talking about right now. This particular benchmark is only focusing on vibrating objects and pitch depending on how fast or how slow an object vibrates. So if you look at the picture that I put at the bottom of this slide, it shows that high pitch has that squiggly line that's really close together, and low pitch has a low like a slower line, or it looks a little lazy type, and that would be a low pitch. I also have, usually we do this around like Halloween time, and so I have the kids laughing. This is why this is one of my favorite ones, because I can't sing worth of nothing, okay? And so my pitch is always going to be off. But high pitch reminds me of a witch's hat. And so a witch makes a high cackling sound, kiki high. And a low pitch is like a ghost. And so um it would sound like woo. And so that's why this is my favorite, because I get to have a little fun with the students when it comes to high pitch and low pitch. And also, a tuning fork would be amazing for this benchmark, where you take a glass of water and you hit the tuning fork on the desk, and then you put it inside of the water, and the vibrations, you will actually see the water jumping out of the glass because of the vibration. And so that's what you will be showing the students, is the vibration. There's another activity that I enjoy. It's where you use a straw and you cut the tip of a straw um, to form like a triangle, um, and you put it between your lips and you make a sound. I used to play trumpet, so for me, that I'm telling you, this is like my favorite benchmark is sound. But you have a long straw, and the students will blow in that straw, and they'll make a sound. It actually will sound like a flute kind of. And then while the students are blowing, you actually go by and with a pair of scissors and you snip it. And the shorter the straw gets, the higher the pitch. And so the students have a lot of fun with that. Some students can make the sounds and some students can't. So I usually pass out straws to everybody. I pre-cut them, and then I give the straws out to everyone, and whoever can make this sound, that's who comes up to the front of the room. And then I just go by and cut people's straws, um, and they have a really fun time with this. I also have seen when I've given the students a test in my classroom on energy, and the students will actually draw squiggle lines, and I'll see a little witch's hat and a little ghost, and the students will label high pitch and low pitch. And so that's why this is one of my favorite benchmarks. We don't get into like wavelength and frequency. That's not a part of this benchmark. It is only talking about vibrating objects, a pitch, how fast or how slow the object vibrates. And that is the only thing you're doing with this benchmark. We usually do it 1 to 2 days. One day, really at the most, if you have about 45 minutes. If you only have about 30 minutes of science, we probably try to do it into 2 days. But vocabulary is key. Also, having videos that align to just this part. If the video goes into wavelengths and frequencies, that's not a video for you. um, that's a video for a different grade level. So you want to make sure that whatever video you choose to show your students, which should be about 2 to 3 minute video, anything longer than about 4 minutes, I call a movie. So anything that's about 2 to 3 minutes, you can show the students. Or you might just want to pick a section out of a video and only show them maybe a minute or two from a video that does go way beyond the scope of your benchmark, but it does have a good nugget in there. So you might just want to show them that small section and not the entire video. You also want them to label what would be a high pitch, what would be a low pitch, and then look at multiple choice questions that align to what this benchmark is actually asking the students to understand. Again, we spoke today about SC.4.P.10.3. Investigate and explain that sound is produced by vibrating objects, and that pitch depends on how fast or slow objects vibrate. Again, vocabulary is sound, energy, describe, investigate, explain, vibrate, high pitch, and low pitch. Thank you. Thank you so much again for watching this session. The book, Unveiling the Power of Impactful Science Instruction, is available on Amazon, and it is a glimpse into my dissertation investigating the improvement in science achievement among fifth grade science students when using the instructional model.